Hello everyone, I am Rusha Mukherjee, a student of Chennai Law College and intern at LSE. Today I am going to speak about the various security laws present in India. One side India tells about safeguarding and protecting all the basic human rights. On the other hand, there are various clauses that is restraining or curtailing the rights of individuals. But we all know to maintain the security and peace around us, our country has to form these laws. And hence, we can say that the security laws of a country is a necessary evil. India does not have only one security laws. It has a band of security laws that is present. After independence, to secure and protect the rights of citizens, the Constitution was enacted. On the other hand, we made a law that terminated the rights of individuals. That is the Preventive Detention Act that was there from 1950 to 1969. Earlier, British used various detentive clauses or detentive acts so that they can curb the protest that was happening in the entire country and no people could actually protest against the British rule. But after the British rule ended in India, due to the partition, there were various communal wars, large-scale community violence, and also various internal disturbances that was happening all around. And for this, a new act came, that was the Preventive Detention Act of 1950. It was introduced by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and he told that he had to spend many sleepless nights before introducing the bill while thinking of this act. Now, in this act, the law gives power to the government to detain a person for a period of 1 year. And the main objective of this act was to stop and to bring into control the communal disturbance that was happening due to partition. And it was a temporary law. What is a temporary law? Temporary law is something that is brought to actually achieve a purpose. And after that purpose is achieved, after that goal is achieved, that act does not have any relevance and that lapses with time. The main good thing about this act was it had a sunset clause. The acts that are actually enacted to solve a particular problem and is no longer available and no longer enacted after the objective is achieved has a sunset clause. Now we come to the fact of 1975 events. In 1975, a major event, that is a national emergency, occurred. On the other hand, the maintenance of internal security of 1971 was also present at that time. All the major provisions of the PDA was there present in the MISA Act also. And the main irony was, within 2 years of the PDA being lapsing, the MISA Act was introduced. In the 19 months of the national emergency, we can find that various people were arrested and they were denied of any of the rights, and actually it was a great problem. After that, we come to the time of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act that has been enacted in 1958 and is prevalent till now. And it was enacted after the PDA Act and before the MISA. In 1957-1958, due to the separatist movement, things were actually going outside the control of the state. There were so much violence in the northeastern states, and that was the reason this act was introduced. In this act, the armed forces are given some special powers to act in a disturbed area and to maintain public order there. In a place, normally the public order is being maintained by the police. But in case where a disturbed area is declared, there the army takes control. This act also gives a different perspective that the government can declare any place to be disturbed place if that is so required, and that is done by section 3 of the said act. Now we have to understand that how is this act different. This act actually only gives the special powers to the army. Basically, some special powers are like arresting without warrant or seizing fire weapons, something like that. Secondly, we will come and to the fact that this act is prevalent till now. Though it was first enacted for the Nagaland incident, later on we see that it has been applied to Punjab and various other northeastern states, and now also it is being acted upon in many states in India. And it is actually the time to come to the next act, that is the National Securities Act of 1980, that is prevalent till now. The National Security Act of 1980 says that the maximum confinement can be 12 months. But if new evidence comes in, we can extend it. Here, the basic rights such as the right of legal aid, the right to be informed is not there. A person can be detained for 8 to 10 days without even telling him what is the offence that he is charged of. Now, if we talk about the Terrorist and Disruptive Activities Act that was there from 1985 to 1995, we can understand that its objective was to control the separatist movements and especially the terror activities in Punjab. But the problem was it tried to overrule the CRPC as well as the constitution. And various new offences it declared. It increased the power of the police, and more importantly it reduced the safeguard. And it was extensive misuse of this act, and hence ultimately using the sunset clause it was removed and it lapsed in 1995. Ultimately, again the next thing is that TADA was lapsed because there was extensive torture done by the police. Because in this act it was told that if any of the accused admitted of his crime in the police custody also, then also that evidence would be admitted, and that was a very problematic clause that was present in this. And then we are talking about the 24th December 1999 Kardar hijack case, the 13th December 2001 Indian Parliament attack, and September 2001 World Trade Center attack. This made the importance of the Prevention of Terrorism Misuse Act of 2001 to 2004, but these had the same problems as the TADA Act, and that is the reason it was also lapsed after a period of 3 years using the sunset clause. India has other two very important acts as of now, that is the National Investigation Agency Act and the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. These two are very important as of now for Indian security. I will come back with another video very soon discussing about these two. As of now, Tata, goodbye, have a nice day and thank you.